This is Chapter 9 of the Let's Play for In Memoriam, or Missing Since January. And we left off last time in the start of the air level, which is the third of the 4 parts of the Phoenix's great work, trying to find Jack and Karen, who have been missing since January. And I left off here on this puzzle in the SOSOMMO section, which I thought it was rather difficult. And I thought it would probably take a while, but you guys jumped right in, and Hyperman 1992, within an hour of my posting, came up with a solution, determined that the not found in the equation was probably referencing error code 404, and came up with this website, Ink Design 77, which is a lead cam on it, which you can see here, has a place in the Italian countryside. Looks an awful lot like the one in the picture here. So we just put that location in, and it's solved.
Since we'd been back together, the way that Karen acted towards me had changed, marking a turning point in our relationship. Our investigation was playing second fiddle to the moments of happiness that we'd been sharing together. A call from Michael Finks brought us back to reality with a jolt.
Yeah? It's Michael Finks for you. Oh.
The inspector that I'd met in Enfield had some important news for me. Helena Whitford, the student murdered in Oxford, had been a member of a secret fundamentalist society called Manus Domini. Our stay in Italy was drawing to an end.
So that was one of the few happy moments in this game there between Jack and Karen. And seeing moments like that makes you wonder what's coming up next. Well, we're in the second section of Air now. And we're going to start with NEPHOEMES. NEPHOEMES? Anyway, that song you just heard, we're going to hear a sad, terrified version of it here.
Looking for some sun, looking for some fun, so come with me.
Now the goal in this puzzle is that each one of these letters plays a clip from that piece of audio, and we have to assemble it into the correct order. And this is randomized on every playthrough. If you went and looked up the solution online, it would be different than what I'm going to show you here.
Looking for some.
So basically what I'm doing is I'm going through and writing down
Sun.
what sections of the clip correspond to which button here. I'm just working through the list.
Me.
And the little bar on the lower right there, what you're seeing, is showing what how many clips you've stacked up so far. And when it plays through, which you'll see when I finish going through the list here, is it'll light up orange the ones that are incorrect.
Looking for the dun, dun, so come with dun, dun, dun.
So now what you're seeing is it's playing back what I've entered there, and of course none of it's actually in the right order this time. But the important part is that I took notes on what went where. So hopefully the second go through will actually be correct.
So come with
So I'll go through and enter that now.
dun, 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 dun. Looking for the sun. Looking for some fun. So come with me.
So now it'll do a complete playthrough of that recording. And it should be correct now. I do think it's disturbing if you look at the background photo there, the smoke on the center sort of forms a profile of Karen's face.
So come with me.
Now, you might think, oh, that's great, we're on to the next clip, but no, we're still in NEPHOEMES. This is the second part of it. So this puzzle's straightforward, but it's not easy. You have to bring the knife through the intestinal tract and cut the string at the end without touching the intestinal wall. Every time you do, it resets you back to the start. Since this is probably going to take a while for me again, we're going to do an edit here and come back when I have it solved. Hopefully I left enough in there that you guys can sort of get the gist of what this puzzle's all about, but it's really quite frustrating. There we go, and it's solved now.
Just shoot all the time. Why?
Karen's laughter and presence have been a welcome companion for several months now, in such stark contrast to the horrific spout of killings that we've become embroiled in. Over the past few weeks, she's become much more than just a helping hand or a shoulder to lean on.
I don't understand what's going on. It's... Can you come?
I'd led such a lonely existence until she walked into my life.
Cette affaire comporte des choses un peu bizarres, un peu louches, genre chimie exotique.
Hey, what are you doing? Give me a break, come on! Come on, get out of...
Maybe it's what I've started feeling for her that keeps me going. As if stopping the investigation now would jeopardize our relationship. Even so, I can't help thinking that the nearer we get to the truth, the less likely we are to get out of this unscathed.
Now, I'm sure some of you all are saying right now, wait a minute, we've seen this clip already. Is the game bugging out? No, that is the clip from the intro, but now we've sort of caught up with the narrative. And we're sort of moving into uncharted territory now that Jack and Karen are together. What happened? We're going to discover that in this puzzle. Now, this one we don't immediately have what we need. Fortunately, Gary, FE256, sends us what we need for it almost right away, which is a sound tool. So I'll go here and download in quote marks. And again, it's actually just a shockwave animation. It's not actually downloading. And it gives me the code to activate the sound tool here. Punch that in. Alright, and we'll run it while playing this puzzle. So basically I'm using the wheels and the tab here to adjust the background audio to make the voice more audible. Hear it sort of very faintly in the background, but I think what it's saying is something profundia sumus. Just need that first word. Umbra profunda sumus. Am I hearing that right? Umbra profunda sumus. Let's try it without the I. Umbra profunda. Yeah, umbra profunda sumus. So for part 2 of this puzzle, basically all I have to do is, we're right back here again, I just have to adjust the tabs on the wheel until I hear nothing at all. And silence prevails, as the Phoenix says. There we go. And then finally, I have to provide a list of cities.
Oxford.
And the audio sounds distorted at first, but if I play this, I find it's just backwards.
Geneva, Toulouse, Oxford, Paris, Mayberg, Wittenberg, Prague, Frankfurt, Venice, Rome.
So did you get all that? It's a voice listing off the cities, starting with Naples, like the Phoenix indicated. And I haven't mapped out what little plus marks go with what cities. So it sounds like it's Toulouse next. Oxford, then Paris,
Paris,
then Marburg, Mayberg, Wittenberg,
Prague,
Frankfurt, then Venice, then Rome. And that's the code that unlocks this puzzle.
Like any secret society, Manus Domini was not in the habit of divulging information on its activities. We'd hardly made any headway into our investigation in over 3 months, but that soon changed when we received an email that was to plunge our lives into a nightmarish world.
It's really strange.
The email was full of strange symbols and mentioned the outbuildings of an old deconsecrated abbey alongside the motorway to the east of Paris. Although there was nothing to stop us from ruling it out as a hoax, the very nature of the email and the confidential information it contained made us take it seriously. That same evening, we decided to go to the area indicated in the email to see if it would shed any light on our investigation.
To the map. Okay. Yeah. Are you okay, Karen?
What do we do?
I don't know.
Am I supposed to go that way? This place gives me the creeps, Jack. Shoot the back. Jack, back to the box.
We were now certain that the person who wrote the message, the Phoenix, as he called himself, was the killer that we were trying to hunt down. The police were quickly on the scene and confiscated our cameras.
So this is getting pretty dark now. So Jack and Karen have had their first encounter with the Phoenix now, which led them to a murder scene. Now I think probably what's most disturbing of the things we've learned so far is that Phoenix gave us a list of 12 cities. And we know there's at least 6 victims now. So for this puzzle, it starts out, all I have to do is just drag the mouse along here. And it forms one long word of planet names. And that'll grant us access to the puzzle proper. And as we learned before, this is victim number 6. Since Oxford was on the list, I think it's safe to assume that Helena Whitford was number 5. And that's of a potential 12. We don't know if he's actually killed 12 people, but he may be planning up to 12 murders. It's quite a description he's giving us here. So this might be the 6th victim, but we're looking for the name of the 6th planet. And I assume he doesn't mean actually Saturn. If I type in Saturn, it won't work. And the only thing we're given is that description and that picture to go off of. Hopefully that's enough. So I'm going to leave this one to you guys. Hopefully it'll take a little longer than an hour. I'm going to check real quick, see if there's any new emails. There aren't. But good luck. I need the name of the 6th planet, not Saturn. I mean, maybe it's a different name for Saturn, but Saturn is not the correct answer here. That will allow us to proceed. The picture has something to do with this. Good luck, good hunting. I'll see you next time.